Hello, lovely people. How are you today? We're here winter on our farm, Air Dutch farm. Here in the real world, out my window, it is a dreary, dark, rainy day, but it's not 13 below, and it has been the last while. Yes, it is the end of April, and it has been 13 below during the day, colder at night. 13 centigrade. It's been a little nippy here of late, but that is spring in my part of the world. So what do you do? Anyway, so I'm in here today, and I know I was talking about doing the forest in various places, and I was cruising around the farm late yesterday, having a look at a few things. And I'm putting it right here, which is in none of those places. I am over here. I liked these rocks, the rocks and the river here, and I thought, you know what? This is going to feel like Northern Ontario. I'm going for that. You know, where it gets 13 below. Oh, well, what do you do? So I'm going to move these herbs, which have been tossed out where they shouldn't have been anyway. And I still haven't, the herb garden here, I've had a few ideas for what I'm actually going to end up doing with it. I just haven't been able to face picking up all of these things and moving them again. It's, yeah, true story. Now, it occurred to me I could just say, the heck with it, recycle them and then replant them later. It would probably be a lot faster than trying to figure out where I'm going to place them as I move them out of the way. But that just feels so wasteful. Yes, it's just a game. And there, you know what? While we're here, let's just harvest these little suckers on the way by. I've got to turn around and go right back up this row, right? Yeah, so I don't know. I haven't been able to face the diamond garden here yet. I will someday. Over the rainbow. Yeah, for sure. We'll get to it. We'll get to it someday. Anyway, yeah, so I think I'm going to build a forest down here. Now, we're kind of at a strange little part on the map. I know my carnival area is going to be through here for certain. We've got, the big just monocrop boredom that is my daisies here. The garden is going to be here. This is my little where the narwhals go, and I had planned on making this. I was thinking about doing this into a little lake sort of thing, and having a beach area, just that that place in the country that you go to for a swim on the weekend, that sort of place. So I thought maybe the forest would be really good there. Anyway, I liked the rocks. That ended up being the deciding factor. Is I saw the rocks one day and went, yeah, this feels right. We can make this feel like Northern Ontario. Now, having said that, look at all the rocks over there in this direction. I mean, there's a lot of rocks in this area. I'll say. Yes, I'm looking that way and I'm seeing all of these, I guess. There's these back here, but I've got stuff all through here already. I mean, there's nothing in particular there, but no, this is it. We're good. Stop looking, move on, make a decision, even if it's wrong. Sometimes you just got to make a choice. Right, wrong does not come into it. It's just a choice. And you make the best of it, right? That's all you can do. And we could move up into this hill as well, should we choose to, because there are more rocks in here. This is a lot of flat space. There's a lot of good planting area here, that's for certain, but it doesn't matter. It's all good. So the first thing I want to do is I want to create some sort of semi-barrier between civilization here, my little barn village, and the weirdness that is the little fantasy farm thing. And I'm sitting here thinking, don't be smacking on things there, little girl. Do what I want, not what I tell you. Children these days. I mean, I'm thinking about taking these shiny animals and putting them behind here on this hill. I think for right now, I'm just going to remove these. No particular reason other than I don't want to have to pick them up and move them, so I'm just going to do it this way. If we put the critters in the back, it would be less of a You know, wilderness, except it has shiny animals. Seems a little odd to me. Not a recycle there, darling. Get on that one. Pick this up. Let's go. No, 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 no. I just can't. It's going to be one of those days for me. I haven't recorded in days. I have been so insanely busy lately with, there's been some bookkeeping and some just legal thing, not like, you know, ooh, bad. Well, I mean, they're not fun. They're legal things. They take hours of time. You have to pay all kinds of attention to this, that, and the other darn thing. Just stuff left over from last year with, you know, when lives break up, things happen, and there's a lot to take care of, and nothing got sorted out last year, so I'm having to sort it all out by myself this year, and it's just taking a lot of time. It's been quite irritating. It's stressful because I feel like I need to be recording. Boy, it'd be nice to eat today. And seriously, there have been days I haven't even been able to eat. I have like a meal at midnight. Seriously, like at midnight, I'm having some cold meat and some pieces of celery before I pass out. It's been kind of ridiculous. There's a long, skinny trail of bunnies here. Look, it go hopping down the bunny trail. Ooh, we made a bunny trail. Aren't you excited? So anyway, these guys are out of the way. Now let's get off this because it's too slow. And we can pick these up. And I'm even wondering about moving that fence back now. And this could be part of the forest, couldn't it? Why, yes, it could. So these guys up here will not have... see, said the blind man. All right, let's just pop this right here for the moment. Except, no, that's not good either, because what I'm thinking I would do is take one of these and move it to there, like so, and then you can come up here. So if I, harvest these guys, I can actually feed them as well. And I can't say I've harvested them much. I mean, 2 diamonds, there's better places to spend your time. But every once in a while you come over and you see how they're doing and you go, oh, hi, little horsies, and you pick up the stuff, right? And they're all scattered now. Well, that's okay. That's okay. It means more clicking, but it's fine. And we'll even harvest the little bunny eggs. I don't know what we get for bunny eggs. Probably just eggs, oddly enough. There you go. Okay, so they're sorted for one more time. They have a wee place to live. We will feed these guys. Now, these should all have the same feed, but it doesn't look like they do. Look at this. Okay, this is not going to work for me. I'm not coming up here and feeding these guys in 4 different places because they've gotten so messed up. This is not good. So I'm going to actually have to sort them, and I will, but I won't do it on your time because who the hell wants to watch that? Okay, anyway, they've moved. They have some food for the day. It's all good. I can move this part back here again for whatever. And these 2, you know what, I'll go ahead and leave those there. I'm thinking this fence, however, but I can't go up the hill with the fence. You know how they do the roads? They really should do the fences that way too, because this is going to leave this open gap, which always kind of feels wrong. But on the other hand, I'm thinking it could also look quite nice if I'm going to have the forest here. Well, I picked up some of them. Oh, come on, grab that baby. No, come on, right here. Gotcha. Eventually. And like so. And I won't need as many, obviously. There, well, I missed one, but I got this one, so that's okay. Yeah, so I thought if we just run it right across the front here with the post on the outside, right? Yep. Like so. Good job. I love it when that happens. And maybe with an opening here between the gates, between the barns or something. So it looks like a gate, perhaps. And now I have to name my forest. We're going to have to call it something. It'll be, oh, have you been to such and such forest yet? The mushrooms are out now. It's so pretty there today. Or the spring flowers are blooming or something like that, right? Okay, now I do want to recycle you. Yes, yes I do. And you as well, I'm very much afraid. If I can get you. Come on, come to me, little one. Oh, God. I know it's doable, right? I mean, oh, and this right here, this is why I haven't faced the herb garden yet. Because I'm going to lose my freaking brain. What there is of it is going to be gone. Come on, for real. There, finally, we got one. Okay, I'll just hop back and forth here all day. This is great. This is the fun part of this game. I am not sure why they make this so picky. There. Got it. Ooh, maybe the part of the problem today is I'm finding I have to hold the key down for a long time. Maybe it's just one of those little laggy days. And I wasn't selecting it because I was doing just a click when I needed a click and hold for a long time. Yeah, see this? Maybe that's all that's going wrong here, folks. Looks like it, doesn't it? Yes. Recycle them, get them out of my life. Be gone with you. Yeah, so that's the problem today. It's just a bit of lag, folks. That's what's going on. Okay, so this one last one, I hope. No. Aim and hold. Ah ha 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 ha. Clicking isn't working today. It's a holdy day. Okay, so the farm, you know, the barn's in front. That's cute. Little critters behind. That's working fine. This is probably no particular reason for this to be here at this point in time. So we will find a new home for you later. You can live over here for now. And now we have space for a forest. And you know, if you're going to have unicorns and magic horses and magic bunnies, you want them around the forest anyway, right? It perfect sense. Absolute, totally perfect sense. This is great. So we're going to start with a few big trees. We're going to put the ones in that make the statements. And these are going to be the biggest barrier between civilization and the forest. I think that sounds like it'll work pretty well for me, actually. We'll get this nice big rock over here. 'Tis a glorious thing. And these over here as well. Yeah, I think, you know, all of this could be incorporated. We'll put a lake right here. We'll take our Narwhal pond and extend this into a lake. And then we'll put the little beach things around it and stuff like that. It'll be tons of fun. All the tons of all the funs. I think so. We've got a little island here. We'll put a little camp, a little cabin or something on it for some lucky person who was able to go out and live in the forest. He'll be our little forest ranger or something, and he takes care of all the things. I like it. Put you over here. Now I'm going to, I want this space at the end open because I'm going to want to run a train through here. This will be part of our tour. I'm certain of that. So, and I'm putting these down at this point kind of just to define the boundaries. This will be the, you know, not going any further past this because I do need place for the carnival. So, and over here, well, I'm not sure. We'll see. All right, how does this look? If it's from this side, it kind of wanders up through here. These lovely big rocks. I think another big tree in the center here, right? I think so, folks. We'll put you down right here, pretty baby. And maybe this little gap right here, the train could come through this. Maybe. Maybe, baby. We'll have to see. I wonder if I should put the train in first, so then I know where I'm building. Or should the train just go beside it? Do we want the train going right up through the forest? Does that feel a little invasive to the quiet and the peaceful? Yeah, I think so. I think the train will just go along through here. And maybe we'll do a couple of little turns here and then just up along the edge, perhaps. That sounds like it could work out okay. All right, we'll do that. Where's that little island over here? So, and there's only one way on this island too. So not really convenient, but that's okay, because if we're just putting a little cabin and a scene on it, some lucky person who gets to live on an island. Ooh, I want to do that. An old wooden house, stone and thatched roof. The little blue. You know, the blue will be nice with the water, I think, right? Sure. Now, which way do we want to face it? Toward the bridge and the pond and the lighthouse, or facing toward the forest? I suppose it probably makes the most sense that it would face toward the bridge, because that's where the road would come from, right? I expect. If we had a path. Do we have like a dirt path? A dirt trail. Perfect. 'Tis a perfect thing. Just like that. There we go. Aw, it's gonna be so cute. I get to play with trees. This makes me happy. And then we have a nice big tree back here, I think right here. Lots of shade to sit in front of the tree. That sounds nice. And then some smaller, lots of smaller trees. Okay, one of these are nice. They add a different structure to the place, and I like that. So do lots of these, of course, because birch are fabulous little trees. In real life and in games, they're quite pleasant. And I put one out here, and some evergreen again for height, color, structure changes. That sounds good. And I think, you know, we could definitely have a nice willow tucked in here somewhere. Absolutely. Like this, and the big one, right? You can fit right there, because you're a purdy tree. So we have a little bit of an opening clearing here. Nothing too grand and big. If you want to live in the forest, then you don't want to cut all the trees down. I'm sure that's the case. Put you over here. And just because you live in the forest doesn't mean you can't have a flower pot, okay? You gotta have a flower pot. What would you have in the forest? I think I'm gonna go for, maybe I won't put a flower pot. Maybe instead I'm going to use those lovely little orchids, because they look like a wild plant. This looks like things I have seen in the woods. And that pleases me to no end. So we're going to pop a few of these little babies down. Now, I don't like seeing the basket over the top, and you've seen me do this before, and I will continue to. It's not great. I'm not entirely pleased with how it looks, but it doesn't show a lot, and that's worth something. And it keeps them from having the watering can and, you know, all that nonsense all the time. So, and I think in here we could definitely do, some reeds along the side here. I'm certain of that. We've got, we are on an island after all, right? We are absolutely on an island. So cattails are awesome. And you can eat them. in the spring, when the you know, the brown part on the top, the flower thing, when it's young and green, if you pick them and plant them, or not plant them, eat them, you boil them, they taste like corn on the cob. They smell and taste. Now they're furry and you don't have that crunch and the, you know, you don't have the texture of corn on the cob, but they taste like corn on the cob. They're amazing. They're really quite good. And you just put a little butter and salt on them and they're quite tasty. So keep that in mind next time you're in a spring situation and you have cattails, when you see them small and green, when they're only, you know, 3 or 4 inches long, they're just little ones at the top. Give them a try. They're delicious. Make sure you know what you're eating, that it is actually, in fact, a cattail and not something else. But they're quite good. I've had them many times. And I'm thinking, you know, if we're out here in the woods, we might not have running water. I'm going to put a little bit back here. We're just going to have a little bit of an outhouse going on here. Like so. There you go. It fits, right? It fits the setting, so it'll be fine. Now, here with this, I may end up moving this thing out of the way entirely. Not sure what I'm going to do with that. But I thought if I extended the narwhals out in some sort of connected river type thing, I could get a few more diamonds out of them and then fill all the rest with water. And then my farmhand over here at the other side of the pond will be harvesting these for me. And we'll have, you know, everybody wants to swim with the narwhals. Of course we do. We always want to swim with the narwhals. I know, tourists go for the dolphins, but the people in the know always go for the narwhals. So you got to keep that in mind, okay? This is what the cool people will be doing this season. So I thought if we did something like this, then they'll be, you know, I don't want it to look like they're in a line in the water, because that would be less than epic. But figure if we let them wander around a bit, we can get a bit of a river, you know, we'll put a lake here, and then we can have the river, a river, not the, but a river running through the forest too, right? Sounds like a plan to me. But first we will have a pond, and this is where we'll put some swimming. That's why I'm not sure that this will stay. We might put the change huts or the lifeguard thing or something like that around here. Now in Northern Ontario, we don't need the kind of things I'm talking about. We have a lot of lakes and rivers. They're all over the place, so that's never a problem getting to something like that. An island there, sure. But I know I've lived places in the States where sort of about the only place you can go swimming is like at a reservoir, you know, that type of situation where there's, and I've seen some that are quite literally just old quarries that have been filled in that now suddenly become swimming places, or they're just a big rectangle that somebody dug into the ground and put water in so that people would have a place to swim. It's not I find it, or I used to find it, a very strange situation for me coming from Northern Ontario. But I know it's like that, and then, you know, you go where you can, right? So this will be maybe something in between. It's a little lake at the edge of town. Sounds like a good thing to me. We'll put a few of these in because, yeah. Now, I think I have made a boo-boo here. With this block right there, you cannot stay where you are. You're going to have to come somewhere else, because I want to be able to run the road through here. And I might as well do that before I forget. Like so. And then I won't have to worry about where things are going to be. That's good. Okay, so what do we have? We got a couple of wee islands here. I was thinking I could put, perhaps. I wish we had rocks we could put down, and we don't, but I do have that lovely, oh, it gets in here, isn't it? That nice big, this guy. Pop him over here, maybe. Like so. It's a rock anyway. It's something. It's totally something. And you can go there. And it's really, oh, I can put that there. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I'm going to put the birch there because I think it'll, yeah. Okay, that's good. So that does go up like a fence on the edge of something. So there's, you know, carrying the stone thing into that sort of feeling. There's nothing else, is there? I mean, there's that for a stone wall, but that's hardly the same. And I suppose if we have some magical place in the center of a forest, we could have a section or two of henge there, but I'm not sure. We'll see. But s'mores. You can go here. Now, what we could do with some of this too is, you know, I could take a few of the actual water places out and put in some lilies. I think is a good idea. But I forget them. And now then there's two. There's, you know, just the pad, the lily pad itself, and then the ones over here that have, not there, here, that have the flowers on them. They're very cute. A little something. Actually, we're going to take this one and this one as well. And you will go here, like so. And we'll put another flower one in right here. And some more reeds. Yummy little cattails. They are actually very good. I quite like them. Okay, so this is going to be the swimming pond that and I don't know if I want this or not. And if I do I want it here is maybe the right question. Is that the right place for it? That's a very, very good question. I mean, you have places like that, right? Near forests. If I put it here, we could run the road up to it. You could come along the road and then, you know, stand and look over the, I don't know, we'll see. I may not keep that. That's not a done deal there. I keep thinking McLean's Lookout at Manitoulin Island and going, yeah, see, that could work. But we will see. So beachy things. I could put a boat. Well, I've got a boat in the other side there somewhere, don't I? Already. Then there's, I mean, we could do this. We do have one at the far end there. I suppose we could always add another. And this one's in the water, so that's kind of cute. Looks like it's available to rent or take it out, you know. And then there's this one and that one. Now, would we have this here? Is this a bit of overkill? Is this like too much? Would we be doing this? Excellent question. And I wish I had an excellent answer. If we put that there and we put, would we want the little lifeguard thing? I don't know. Maybe this is more of a change hut than a, would we have a lifeguard out at the pond? Probably not. Probably not. I think we'd more than likely we would be expecting people to not be, you know, idiots and be dealing with things a little better than that, right? I am going to put some sand in this spot, just for, you know, a wee sandy beach kind of thing. Because even lakes, you know, a lot of the lakes we have, they've got sandy areas around them. That's cool enough. And 2 boats back here, just in case. Sure. Can that define our sandy place? Sand, here we go. And then we put some beach in. Like so. Now, the real question of the day, I think I'm going to have to move something again. I was thinking about putting the, you know, the little beach towels down, this. And I think that has sand under it, so I would have to, we're going to take this one out, I guess, like that. And go dig you back up, and you can be here. Like that way. And then I was thinking a tree right here. There you go. And this is okay. This is fine. Probably, totally, absolutely, maybe. Okay, so we have a wee beach area where the kids can play in the sand if they want to. We can paddle around in a boat or a bunch of boats, apparently. We have boats everywhere. There's a little tiny island out there, you know, just for swimming back and forth too, right? But I'm thinking this needs to be a little bit bigger. Now, is this a narwhal? That one is. I want to make sure they connect because I want to make sure that the one guy is capable of harvesting all of them. These absolutely must connect. But I don't want so many of them that it looks, you know, like the other side where you're clearly in a fish farm, you know, kind of thing. So we can put some of these here and here, and then like so and like so, and just a few more reeds, cattails. And something, do we want to leave this wee little island? Maybe. I don't know. Sure, why not? With what sort of tree? More birch. They're light and fluffy. And we could put a willow, but then it starts feeling like there's so many different things going on that it might not be, I'm going to use the word realistic because, you know, all the little plastic looking things in this game are so realistic. That's what we're going for here. Realism, people. You know it. Okay, so this can't move over. So we got a weird little spot right here, but that means another tree. Absolutely, totally. There we go. All right, that'll be fine. So if I do leave this here, we got the beach over there. We've got the farmer who's going to be harvesting all these lovely narwhals for us. We've got some fish growing, you know, we've got the narwhal anyway. Like I said, only tourists go swimming with dolphins. The really cool people swim with the narwhals. And, you know, they're probably, I'm almost certain these would be an endangered species because let's face it, what isn't these days? So obviously we're breeding them here. We've got a sanctuary. We have a narwhal sanctuary where you can actually go and swim to. I like it. I like it. It'll be fine. You have to create a story to justify all this nonsense, folks. It's required. Oh, and the flag. We get to put something on the flag. What are we going to put on this one? Man, I wish they'd let us put, see, I mean, that's got a tree on it. I'm sure that's, you know, it's unfortunate that it's not just a tree. Oh, look, we have something going on there. We have some farm things. I could put the Twitch one up saying, see, Kiss for Luck is on Twitch. Oh, look at the way she's standing on the ramp. That is so cute. Look at her. She's actually climbing the ramp. Well, that's adorable. So I need a, you know, it's like I don't want to just do you know, you put Canada on everything. Well, I'm in Canada now, but then I'll have to go back and change all the flags when I go back to Scotland. And it looks like I'm going to be able to, because I can get my vaccination soon. I'm very happy. I will get to go back this year. It's very exciting, folks, I gotta tell you. I am a whole hyped. And this has gone on for way too long, so I'm gonna shut up now. See, I wanted to put one along that edge, but I can't, so I won't. I have decided that I don't want to do that since I can't do it anyway. So we have a pond. So Narwhal Pond is here now, so the kids can come swimming. You can have, you know, you can play on the beach if you want to, or sit in the grass over here. You can swim out to the little tree and then swim to the other one and pet the narwhals. And of course they're you know, perfectly tame and fine, and they never hurt anybody with their horns. And then we tell the kids that they're magical, they're unicorn fish. Ooh, because that'll make the kids happy. It's all good. So Narwhal Pond is a thing now. That's part, okay, step one of the forest to come. I hope you're enjoying this game as much as I do. And you know, one of these days we're going to have like an open house thing where we're going to get together. We'll declare something an open house, and then I'll get to come and visit all your farms because I'll know you're online that day, and you'll get to come and visit mine because you know it's definitely online that day. And I would think that would be a lot of fun. I'll be talking about that in recordings to come, just so maybe we can make that happen. I want to come and see your farms. Bye-bye, guys. Thanks for all that you do.